Welcome. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of how automatic transmissions work in modern vehicles. Our goal is to understand the core operational principles and basic mechanisms that drive the transmission system. This complex component is crucial for your vehicle's performance. Here we see different components of a manual transmission system, including the gear knob and the internal gearbox structure. We will focus on the 5-speed manual gearbox. In a manual transmission, the green input shaft and its gear turn with the engine. The red lay shaft and its gears are constantly connected to the input shaft. The yellow output shaft drives the wheels through the differential. Moving the gear knob shifts the collar to engage gears. Reverse uses a small idler gear. The transmission is vital as engines have a narrow, efficient RPM range. To stop the car without stalling the engine needs to be disconnected from the wheels. This is done using the clutch system, which includes the flywheel, pressure plate, and clutch plate. Springs apply force to the pressure plate. The clutch plate's springs absorb the shock when engaging. Friction material wears out, and excessive clutch slipping will speed up this wear. Other clutches in a car include those in automatic transmissions, the car air conditioning compressor's magnetic clutch, and the engine-driven cooling fan's viscous clutch. Ideally, a transmission should be flexible enough in its ratios to keep the engine running at its single best RPM value. This is achieved by a continuously variable transmission, or CVT. When checking a manual transmission, look for oil leaks. During a test drive in neutral, listen for loud noises when pressing or releasing the clutch. All speeds should shift smoothly without noises or jerks. While driving, try pressing sharply on the accelerator in second or third gear. If the engine RPM increases but speed remains the same, the clutch is slipping and needs replacement. Listen for any whining or humming noises during acceleration and deceleration. Automatic transmissions eliminate the clutch pedal and gear shift. They use an automatic gearbox paired with a torque converter, which functions similarly to a manual gearbox and its clutch. Automatic transmissions use the same planetary gear set to produce all different gear ratios. It consists of the sun gear, planet gears with their carrier, and the ring gear. A hydraulic system controls clutches and bands. These images show the components of the planetary gear set, illustrating the engagement between the ring gear, planet gears, and sun gears in an automatic transmission. In the planetary gear set, each of the 3 main parts can be the input, output, or stationary, which determines the gear ratio. Overdrive, for instance, has a faster output speed than the input speed. Differentials are where engine power makes its last stop before spinning the wheels. They aim engine power at the wheels, act as the final gear reduction, and transmit power while allowing wheels to rotate at different speeds during turning. The differential is a device that splits engine torque 2 ways, allowing each output to spin at a different speed. It is essential and found on all modern cars and trucks, including all-wheel drive vehicles. Here we see diagrams illustrating the location and function of differentials in all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and front-wheel drive configurations, alongside a close-up of the differential's internal workings. The final drive ratio is the gear ratio within the differential. An open differential always applies the same amount of torque to each wheel. Torque applied to the wheels is determined by the vehicle's equipment and the available traction. In dry conditions, the torque applied to the wheels is limited by the engine and gearing. An open differential always applies the same torque to both wheels, which is limited by the amount of torque that will not cause the wheel with the least traction to slip. When traction is low, the amount of torque is limited by the greatest amount that will not cause a wheel to slip. This is a problem with open differentials. A limited slip differential, or LSD, allows more torque to be transferred to the non-slipping wheel. To check your automatic transmission fluid, first, park your car on a level surface, start the engine, set the transmission lever to P, and let the engine idle. Next, pull the transmission dipstick. Wipe it off with a lint-free clean rag or tissue. Carefully insert it back all the way down into its place. Pull the dipstick again and check the fluid level against the full mark. Note the color of the fluid, which should be red or pink. Burnt or brown fluid suggests a problem. When checking the fluid level, also note the smell. A burnt smell indicates overheating. Low fluid levels can cause slipping, noise, or poor shifting. Symptoms of a failing automatic transmission include the inability to shift into a specific gear, delayed shifts, slipping between gears, or the transmission making noise in neutral or park. You may also notice the engine stalling after a shift, the transmission getting stuck in one gear, or unusual noises while driving. These are signs that maintenance or repair may be needed. The image on the left shows an automatic transmission fluid replacement. The image on the right shows a manual transmission inspection for fluid leaks, highlighting the importance of regular checks for both types. Maintaining your transmission is key to your vehicle's longevity and performance. Regular checks and timely intervention for any issues will keep your vehicle running smoothly.